Hello, my name is Bob Epperly, and you can reach me at bobepperly.com. I want to talk some about self-responsibility in the workplace. It is so easy in the workplace where there are all kinds of factors involved with other people and conditions and demands, goals, objectives, and so forth. There is so much tendency to get lost completely in the external part of the job, that is, the part that we don't have control over. And there is a reality to that, but there's also a reality to the matter of being responsible for oneself. And let me explain what I mean by that. It's important not to assume that we're being victimized or that we have no power in a particular situation. And that can be checked out in a very practical way. In the workplace, when you're faced with a particular issue and you notice that you feel that there's nothing you can do about it, if you'll just take some quiet time and look in more detail at the situation that you're uncertain about or that you're upset about. Start to look at the factors that are involved in it and start to think about it in terms of what things have you done that made it better or worse. And also look at what are some possible actions that you could do that would make it, in fact, better. Things that you haven't already done. Now, in doing this, you want to use all the experience that you've already had, obviously, but don't assume that it has to turn out the same way it did before. Part of being responsible for yourself is recognizing any feelings that you may have projected in a particular situation. If you approach a supervisor or a co-worker and you do it in anger because you're frustrated, no matter what the merit is of what you have to say, it's going to affect them greatly that you're saying it in anger, because it may set off anger in them too, and then you've got an argument instead of dealing with some helpful thing that you really had to contribute. So part of being self-responsible is to really feel and accept how you are feeling about the job, particularly anger, frustration, resignation about it. Whatever it is, feel that. And then, actually, if you have to, make the assumption that you do matter and that you do have some power in the situation, and decide on a course of action, but be sure in going on that course of action that you're not going to project your anger, frustration, whatever it is, and see where it goes. Be responsible for how you feel, be responsible for what you're saying, be responsible for listening to what the other person has to say. To the extent that you can accept and be empathetic to how they're feeling, even if it's a supervisor, be empathetic to their own frustrations or anger. To the extent you can do that, you are creating a better workplace, and that better workplace is possible through self-responsibility. I'm Bob Epperly, and you can reach me at bobepperly.com.